We've got some new poll numbers hot off the presses right here on MTP Daily from our NBC Marist poll of Battleground Florida, where President Trump will be speaking in the next few hours. And guess what? It is a dead heat. Not virtually. It is a dead heat. 48-48 among likely voters in the state. Florida is often seen as the political microcosm for America, and, well, for good reason. While the overall political headwinds continue to favor the Biden campaign, it's still tied in America's most important battleground state. Moments ago, the president spoke to reporters on his way to Florida. He addressed an apparent cash crunch now facing his campaign and whether he'd have to use his personal funds.
Yeah, if I have to, I would, but we're doing very well. We needed to spend more money up front because of the pandemic and the statements being made by Democrats, which were, again, disinformation. If we did need, we don't, because we have much more money than we had last time going into the last 2 months. I think double and triple. But if we need it anymore, I'd put it up personally.
President, you spent $60 million in that primary. How much are you talking about putting into your campaign?
Whatever it takes. We have to win. This is the most important election in the history of our country. We have a radical left group going around. These people, there's something wrong with them. There really is. There's something wrong with them. And Joe doesn't have the strength. He doesn't have the mental capability to control these people.
I hope you caught the president's confirmation of the campaign's money troubles when he used some bizarre spin to say, hey, we have twice as much money as we did this time 4 years ago. Well, 4 years ago, they had no infrastructure. That was a campaign it was just sort of all over the map, so to even compare the two is, shall we say, some sunny spinning. But despite the headwinds facing the president, some Democrats are still very worried. As Politico reports, some of the party are terrified that Florida will continue to haunt them like it did in 2016, and in 2004, and in 2000. And perhaps adding to those concerns, our poll numbers show that Biden is losing ground with a key constituency that Clinton dominated in 2016, Latinos. On the other hand, Biden is overperforming with a group that rejected Clinton 4 years ago, seniors. That's a group that President Trump dominated in 2016. So here's how it all fits into the big picture. In our new NBC News Battleground map, we've moved Florida from lean Democrat to toss-up. We've also moved other notable battleground states in Trump's direction as well. North Carolina has moved from lean Democrat to toss-up, just like Florida. And Texas has moved from toss-up to lean Republican. To be clear, even with those changes, the general election map still tilts in Biden's favor, just not as drastically as it did pre-conventions. Biden would rack up at least 290 electoral votes, according to this map, with Trump at 163 and 85 in the toss-up category. Sort of like a 2012 map is what we're staring at least today. Also now starting to tilt in Biden's favor is the money race, which the Trump campaign once dominated. Remember the Death Star? But now, as you can see, the Biden campaign is outspending the Trump campaign on the airways all over the place. And the New York Times is reporting that the Trump campaign's huge financial edge is not just gone, they're now at a deficit. Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Meet the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.